Welcome guys, we've got the final piece of the jigsaw, or is it? For now at least, Gabriel Bortoleto completes the F1 2025 driver lineup. If you watch my driver ratings video, you'll know this was coming. He completes what has been a great year for rookies. Graduating into Formula One, he makes his step up along with Ollie Behrman, Antonelli as well in Mercedes. And this guy as well, I've got some career behind him, hasn't he? He's won the F3 title last year. He's 4.5 points clear in the F2 title this year, so potentially could complete back-to-back titles. The only guy to do that since Leclerc and Russell on the F1 grid. A real hot prospect. He was on McLaren's books as a rookie with part of their young driver program, but there's no seat there with long-term contracts for both Norris and Piastri. Therefore, McLaren thinking, if a full seat was on, a deal could be done. All pointers were looking at potentially a Bottas stay or Franco Colapinto taking that seat. At least in my eyes anyway. This one has come for me a little bit left field, but makes complete sense. Sauber Audi Saudi were looking for a full out purchase of a deal, no loan deal, and I think that's potentially where Franco got ruled out of this seat, because Williams have invested an awful lot in his early career, seeing he's done a mega job with them and kind of keen to hold on to him at least for next year, depending on what and how long Carlos Sainz is going to stay and how long he can resist going back to a top team soon. So I can understand Williams' point of view and stance on that, and completely understand Saudis as well, because they want a guy that they can just rely on will be their future going forward. And this guy ticks all the boxes on that front. I mean, he had a mega drive in Monza this year, didn't he? Went from last to first. A little bit Verstappen-esque from Brazil, wasn't he? And it's a real tight battle in championship in F2. It's no easy feat to do that. They're very broadly similar cars, and so to do that kind of result from last to first is absolutely tremendous. They've got a real talent on their hand, and I think they've got now a real good mix, haven't they, within their team. Yes, they've got other bigger problems around that whole outfit, but in terms of the driver lineup, I think they've got a real good mix of youth and experience. Nico Hülkenberg will be a great coach and someone that he can really pick the bones off and progress his career. Where next for Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu though? The mystery here is Zhou. I think he'll struggle there's no other F1 seat now. Will he go and take a year out, find a reserve seat somewhere, or potentially go to the World Endurance Championship? Who knows? The sort of question marks around his future. Valtteri Bottas, though, he sort of did say that he was looking and had some talk with Mercedes and potentially Williams to go back there as a reserve driver. He's worked at Mercedes for massive amounts of years, and Toto and them guys are still big fans of him, but they do have Mick Schumacher on their books in that position already. So where do they see Bottas potentially fitting in on that? There was potential that if Mick Schumacher, who was rumoured also for this Sauber seat, also getting overlooked for this seat, he's got nowhere to go also. If he's got somewhere else, then potentially they can see Bottas go in there. But that's it, really. Bottas' time is done in Formula One as a race driver. Where can he find himself? It's a hard battle, but a brilliant year for your rookies, isn't it? It'd be fantastic to see these guys. They've come up through and shone massively, isn't it? Liam Lawson with a seat now, Franco Colapinto in there. These young guys, Ollie Behrman, Kimi Antonelli, these guys have absolutely really blown the doors apart, haven't they? The young guys who've come up and really showing that actually, look, we've still got this. We can perform without any sort of pre-practice like the old boys had, where they could pound around in cars and get used to it before they come and make their debuts. These guys are really some special talent. So a lot of pressure. In some ways, he's got to come up and perform, but it's going to be difficult. He's come to a team that's really on the back foot, looking backwards, and so kind of the perfect environment for a rookie, because all he can do here is shine. You know, there's not too many downfalls, apart from just sort of dropping it and crashing it all the time. And there's not an awful lot wrong he can do, especially in the early stages of his career, and that should sort of set him up well to progress with the lack of sort of expectancy and pressure. He's not going to a top team where what we're seeing Ollie Berman step into a Ferrari and kind of a little bit of pressure. He's in a quick car to perform. So Kimi Antonelli as well, he's stepping into Mercedes, expecting performance, so it's not that kind of level of pressure. So it'll be interesting to see how it does. And yeah, really exciting grid set for next year. I mean, there's still potential, like I said, is it really the lineup for 25? Because Sergio Perez's seat looks potentially up for grab. Liam Lawson in that second RB seat, you know, it's confirmed at Racing Bulls for next year. There's potential movement in there as well. So despite we've got an official 25 grid, there's still potentially 2 seats still up for grabs, despite having, you know, a crazy year in the 25 driver market lineup. It's just, look, we finally got settled on a grid for next year. It should be brilliant. Well done to Gabriel. He's kind of deserved it, hasn't he, with his performances in F3 and F2 the last couple of years. It'd be an exciting prospect to see how he gets on. But there we have it. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. As always, see you next time.